Hi, I'm Ken Storen. I'm one of the co-founders of TTL, and I just wanted to wish TTL a very happy 18th birthday. So hard to believe it's been 18 years. It seems like just yesterday. We were sitting up all night caring for babies who we weren't sure if they were going to make it or not, but they were little fighters, I'm telling you, and just brought some of the most beautiful and amazing and scary experiences of our lives to us. So I want to get into a little bit about how we got started. And it all happened back in 2004, where we had a little boy who the local social worker had brought to my attention. He had been severely malnourished and basically left to die. Well, after working with some local leaders who were very passionate about it, we were able to get him into her house. And so we went out and scrounged for some baby formula and some clothes, and we took care of him and nursed him back to health. And his progress was amazing. And it lit a fire underneath us. Being the local social worker, she knew there were so many more babies in this situation. So we decided, you know what, let's kick open the doors to this little white house I was living in, and let's fill it with babies who need our help. So we gathered up all the resources we could from, our bank accounts, our Peace Corps paychecks, or whatever paychecks we had at the time, and we put it towards buying resources. We didn't know what we were doing. We were building the plane as we were flying it. But, we were able to take kids in, and things were starting to work out a little bit. We were starting to see some progress. I think we started with about 7 kids after the first maybe few months. We realized at the time that this was becoming a little overwhelming for us, so we reached out to our friends and family back home, and they responded immediately. My parents rallied their community. We had other members of the Notre Dame community and friends who reached back to us and poured their support in. Some of the original benefactors immediately gave of their time and treasure. We had Dr. Dan Towell, we had Tara Lloyd, who both of them came out and gave so much to the organization to help us get started. We had a myriad of volunteers who came and joined us as we tried to get this thing moving here, and we ended up turning it into I wouldn't say a smooth running operation, but a running operation. But bleary-eyed from lack of sleep, we realized too that the safe house for the babies was not the only route. We knew that if we could get to kids in the communities, maybe we'd have a better chance of staving off some of the effects of malnutrition and disease. So we started our outreach program. Now at the time, I never want to downplay the amazing efforts and contributions of May and Tabby Lynn, because during that whole time, she was basically a volunteer. She would come over after she finished her day job and help us out in the evenings all the time. She has been there from day one, helping us build this. And TTL belongs to Mahotlong. It belongs to the people of Lesotho. So we decided at the time it was time for us to step back. And we started to hire employees, and we had all these Bome working there, caring for the babies and working in the outreach. And we had started to make connections that we leveraged from our support for people back home with these other local organizations and international organizations who helped us get cars and helped us fund programs so we can expand. And over the years, the myriad of volunteers who have come through and really helped us build this has been just tremendous. It was a tremendous challenge all the way through because we had these babies tugging at our heartstrings, and when they came to us, we never knew if they were going to make it or not. Many came to us in very, very dire straits, either severely malnourished or suffering from HIV or other diseases, and usually a combination of both. There were very, very sad times for us, but there were very, very joyful times for us. We got to see children grow and thrive. We got to reunite children with families who had given up hope. We had brought hope where there was none. It was just an amazing and scary and wonderful experience. And the thing I'm most proud of is the fact that we are hitting our 18th birthday. And every time I read about the new wonderful things they're doing, it just makes me happy inside to know that they're still doing all these wonderful things. And I think that's why we need to continue to support it. It's been 18 years and we've helped thousands of babies. Our motto has always been one child at a time, but that one child grew into thousands and includes thousands of family members. It's just an amazing thing, and we must continue to support this. So on your 18th birthday, TTL, I have to say I'm so happy to see you celebrating this. I hope someday we won't have to, but while we do, I am so glad you're there to help the babies of Mahotlong and Lesotho. Thank you.